So over on Steam, there's this game called This Land Is My Land. And it's basically a survival game with indigenous people. And that's really it. You survive, you make decisions, you fish, craft, hunt deer, try to survive in the wilderness. It's kind of an interesting take on it. It's in the Wild West, which is a time period that I like. And I think the background for the game is pretty interesting. I actually did purchase the game. I haven't played it yet. If you want to watch me play it, follow me over on Twitch. The link in the description. I would probably be streaming this game over there. Normally, I wouldn't even... Why would I be talking about this, though? Well, of course, because this game has indigenous people in it. This presents a problem. Now, I want to note that the game came out in 2019, so it's been a while, right? It's an early access game, but it's been a minute. So it's not done yet. It's an early access. You can pick the game up if you want to, but I can't fully recommend it yet because I don't know. I haven't played it yet. I plan on playing it probably tonight or tomorrow, and I'll see how I think. I'll see how I feel about it. I think it looks pretty fun, but anyway, you can see from the title right there, outraged users claim This Land Is My Land game is racist for not hiring Native Americans. So some small developer, probably a handful of people, because that's usually how these kinds of games go. It's a handful of people that work on an indie game, right? Didn't spend money. They don't have to hire consultants. This game is a problem now, and you've got a viral thread on Twitter going around saying, contact these people in the studio. They're tagging Steam, saying Steam needs to platform this game. Good luck on that. Steam's not going to do that. So it's just funny to watch them do that, especially for the reasoning that they're using. They're saying, it's cultural appropriation, stuff like that. Because I think that this is a Ukrainian developer. I believe it is. At least that's what people are saying in the comments. So, I think this gets ridiculous. And I'm not going to show the thread on Twitter because I don't want to give this person any clout. This be exactly what they wanted. So we're just going to talk about it a little bit. Outraged internet users are saying a 2019 released game, This Land Is My Land, is racist because the developer reportedly has no Native Americans on staff, nor have they consulted with Native Americans prior to releasing their game in Steam early access. Why can't they just do research? I don't understand that. There's so much knowledge out there that you can just tap into. And let's be honest, not everybody has the money for some consulting. They clearly did a good job. The game's reviews, if you look at the reviews, they're all mostly positive. You've got 144 recent reviews, mostly positive. 1,572 for all reviews, mostly positive. So it looks like they did a good job, which is all that should really matter. What started out as a viral Twitter thread has led to users confronting the developers, Game Labs, via their official Discord server. When users pointed to the developers noting that they have no Native Americans on staff, Game Labs noted that they have no French people on staff, despite making a game where you can fight in the French Navy under Napoleon. That sounds pretty fun, too. Why don't they need consultants on that game? You know what I'm saying? It gets kind of crazy. And now you've got the developer, which I'm sure isn't a big staff. I'm sure they for sure don't have, Electronic Arts money. It's a small little studio. And now you've got all these people going into their Discord and harassing them and making life miserable probably for them over some nonsense that they never expected to get probably. The game's been out since 2019 and you're just now discovering this. And it was funny, in the thread, the person who attacks them, because recently, let me give you the setup here. They just added female Native Americans to the game. And the person's like, they just now figured out that females exist? No, it's an early access game. They just now had the money to put them in the game. The game's not finished, or they just now had the time to get there. Okay, first they release the game as it is, and then they add things as they go along. That's the point of early access. But of course, this person doesn't understand that. What's going on here is the person who put this thread out is looking for a little bit of clout, and one of the easiest ways to do that now is to find something like this game and then mark it on Twitter, make some big statement, and you can go viral like that, which is exactly what happened. So now this person's going to get a whole bunch of new followers on social media and a lot of attention, which will lead them to do this again if they can ever find anything because of all the following that they got from this. The internet user's main claim is that Games Labs has no Native American staff, and they have merely humored suggestions from their community without actually consulting with Native people, and it remains to be seen if they have actually taken perceived grievances to the game itself. Then they point out here saying that the game is racist based on the trailer's gameplay and screenshots is debatable at best. The actual game has been around since 2019, like I pointed out. And in comparison, Microsoft consulted with Native people and changed quite a lot in the Age of Empires 3 remaster due to problematic and harmful depictions found in the original. The changes range from rewriting the entire single-player story bits to changing core mechanics to even renaming an entire age in the game from the colonial age to the commerce age. Here's the brief rundown of the game. Take your trusty bow, fast Mustang, and take back your lands, fight the patrols, sneak into forts and settlements, explore the beautiful world, craft weapons and medicine, hunt animals, lead your loyal companions to victory. One of the best early access games of 2019, This Land is My Land will let you experience the journey of a chief of a small Native American tribe resisting the changing world. Yeah, it sounds like a pretty fun game to me. I just think that this is ridiculous that you can't just take a creative vision that you have and make it happen. Looking into this a little bit, the studio did do quite a bit of research. People in their community that are indigenous were consulted. They did talk to them. I mean, it's an indie game. The point is they should be able to make the game. The game is no worse than watching a Western movie. And whether you say that that's good or bad, I don't know. That's another conversation. But I would say I don't see a lot of games that even feature Native Americans. And in my opinion, something like this, could get people interested in the culture, and they take some time and go learn about it, which to me, in my opinion, is a good thing, right? We had the same problem with Ghosts of Tsushima. It was Western developers making a game based on Japanese culture, and I remember there was a lot of people going crazy about that, and it's like, dude, there was so many people that got into that game. In fact, there was a bunch of people that were big fans of the game from all over the world that helped fund a charity to help people. I think it was a hurricane or something had ravaged the islands that the game is based on, and people went in and helped them out. Like, these are all good things that came from that. So just people need to calm down and stop getting so wild over nonsense, in my opinion. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out.